Alright, well while I'm doing this, I might as well clean the throttle body out too. Mass airflow sensor cleaner will work just fine. Just spray the hell out of it. Get all that gunk out of there. And there's a ton in there, I'll tell you what. So spray it real good. And put a rag over it. Over the grommet for the PCV valve. I'm speaking like you know what I'm talking about. Then just take a rag, wipe it out real good. This can cause a lot of issues too, because your throttle plate will stick and bad things happen in that case too. I'll just clean that out real good. I think my dad went up and retired for the night. Whatever. Poor old guy. Got arthritis and whatnot. Alright. And as you can see, you get situations like this where everything just kind of breaks apart. This thing was so old it just broke. And the hose that goes along with it isn't very good looking. If you can see those cracks, I mean, that could have been a huge performance issue. This is problems he's been having with this car. These are just maintenance issues. People don't understand that stuff like this is regular maintenance. This is a regular maintenance item and it hasn't been done. It's regular maintenance to spray out your mass airflow sensor. Now check with your manual to see if you have one, because not all cars are equipped with one. But the PCV valve has to be changed. You can burn up piston rings like this. So the hose busted off, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different hose. Luckily I had one handy that fits just perfectly. And I have my new little PCV valve. It doesn't really cost much to get one of these. I don't know how much he paid for it. I'm just doing the job. Anyways, you would just set that down in the grommet. Now right here there's a little break off plug. These universals, I don't know if you can see that. Let me give you a little bit better of a view. These universals have two different plugs on them. It goes into the bigger fat bottom one. But in order to plug this one, they give you this little piece to put on the inside of here. So what I'll do, break that piece off. And if you can, get all the plastic off, which I will do. And if I can ever get the thing to go down in there straight. And don't lose it like I almost just did. Haha. And there you go. Okay. So I'm back. Now, as I was saying, you gotta put all this stuff back together. So first, I would start up at the top and work my way down. Just screw the screw in. Don't forget the vacuum line that hooks up right there. It seems like my dad took this part out without telling me.
It was already out, it was laying on the ground over there.
But you just fit it back up under, you don't want this thing sticking up. And I just put it in the wrong way. So these are the types of things that you learn when you do stupid things like I just did. And there's another vacuum line you have to hook up. Secure the air box. So push it down in, and just these two clips go up under where the two connect, and you push them back up. Then screw all the screws back. There's 3 of them. Now that that's all back together,
Yeah, that's good.
clip the clip back in for the mass airflow sensor, and push back in the twister for the heat air sensor. Push and twist. And that's a PCV valve and a mass airflow sensor clean on a 96 Thunderbird. One thing that I want to add before I go is that the mass airflow sensor really depends on where it's at on your car. Now if it's up here, you're in a whole lot of luck. But when it's down here, you could have vacuum leaks all along here and anywhere in here, and it's all air that the mass airflow sensor won't account for losing from the system. It's measuring it coming out of the box right here. So by the time it gets up through here, if there's any leaks, that's also another vacuum leak. My suggestion, spray brake clean all over it while your car's running, and just bend. Just bend like this on this hose. Sometimes they develop cracks in them, and look along and spray it a lot around where everything connects in. But just a quick tip, I'm signing off. Also, after all that cleaning, don't forget to put your negative battery cable back on. And that's a 13mm on this, but they're all different sizes. Really depends on if you have side posts or if you have top posts or what kind of universal ends you put on there. So that's the 96 Thunderbird video. We'll be doing more on her, I'm sure.